All right. So our first topic of the night is the newest episode of Bad Batch. I think is what, episode 9? Right?
Nine.
I
It's
believe
nine.
episode 9. Um I was expecting something great, especially after the last 2 episodes that was so good, so meaningful, and had a lot of lore, and just you really felt for these characters. And Omega wasn't annoying, and then it just right back into the same shit.
I
Right back
knew
into it.
what they were doing. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to show a way for them to become a family and understand what the loss. You're trying to understand what the loss of Echo really means to each one of the members, you know, and how much it affected Omega. I understand where they're going, but it was a waste of an episode. It just was a waste. I mean, then they lost their ship. I mean, how dumb can you be? I don't understand. Like it's just it was just so stupid. And Omega, like, I need one more thing. So why are you trying to flip off of a ledge? That's the dumbest thing I've ever saw. Like, none of it made sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's what made me mad.
Yeah. And also the way it ended, it was like I expected to go and watch the next episode. Yep. Especially like this needs to be finished before Mando comes out. And you got like 2 weeks before Mando comes out. All right. Because it's March 1st, I think.
March 1st, yes.
You know, so like
12 days.
I'm like, there's 16 episodes. So I was at the least expecting the second half of this episode. You know, and I was like, because it just ends with them in the middle of it. And I was like, really? You gave us 2 last week. That was great. I was like, maybe the second half of the story would have been made it better.
Maybe
but now all I got was this.
Maybe it will match, and it just does not match right now. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, none of them were good. Catch wasn't good. I mean, just everyone's complaining. You know, they should have had some type of resolution because of all the bad stuff they've done. And another filler episode after a great time when you can actually pull everyone back in, I think it's a miss. I think Filoni missed on this.
Big time. It should have been another release. There should have been 2 episodes that came out this week. Xavier said, this season of Bad Batch is more misses than hits. You know, I'm starting to lose my patience. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna lose viewers because they're gonna have you're gonna have Mandalorian coming in, and that's all that people don't watch. You know, they're not gonna care about the Bad Batch again. They're like, all right, well, we're done. You know, Omega has to start to matter. You know, she needs to grow up, and she has to matter in the storyline. They need to tell us why this clone of a girl matters, and she should matter a lot. But start building the story for us to understand.
Yeah. I feel like they drop hints, but dropping a hint and then not getting paid off until like the end of the season, it's kind of annoying, you know, because like here, they couldn't reach Echo. And then one of them said, I forgot who one of them was like, oh, he turned off his communicator. Like, what? And you're like, oh yeah, he must be on an important, you know, mission. I was like, so like seems like it's something important that might come back later, but how far down the road? You know, is that episode 16 if we're gonna finally get that?
But little stuff like Omega feeling that something might be wrong. What does that mean? Or feeling that, you know, this might be the way out.
Yeah.
But you're not giving me enough. Because if she's force sensitive, let's start to explore that. If you do that, you might be able to save some of these episodes. You don't have to give us everything, but that will be nice if you get something out of it.
Yeah. And I think that's what they're leading to, which is why I'm still invested enough into it, because I want to know why she's important, you know, because I'm like, I can also see her easily being put into the Mando universe. You know what I mean? Because this happened after episode 6. No, after episode 3. I'm sorry. So when the Empire took charge. So this happens after episode, you know, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
This happens after. Yeah. So it's before Luke is just born. So Mando happens after the original trilogy. So in about 20 years. So she's what, 10, 12?
Mm-hmm.
Add another 18 to 12, 20 years, and she's like, 30, mid 30s, somewhere in there. Go find an Australian actress, and then like she can be in the live action. Which I are they gonna go that route? I don't know, but I feel like he's gonna tie it in somehow, but he's taking way too long to
take the scenic route, and that's the problem. Yeah. You can't take a scenic route with something that's coming out once a week that's only 23, 24 minutes long. And when they dropped 2 episodes, it was really good. That last week, I enjoyed those 2 episodes. Right now, I'm not feeling it. I'm worried about the direction of the story, and we might be they might be losing a lot of people.
Yeah,
their numbers might be just dwindling. So we'll see.
I mean, it's gonna bottom out. It's just gonna hit rock bottom once Mando comes out. Because no one is gonna watch it that first night. I mean, I'm not. I'll probably watch it Friday night, when I get a chance or something like that. But I'm not gonna watch it like when it first releases because shit, I'm gonna watch Mandalorian when I get home. Exactly. Not the Bad Batch. So
exactly.
It's just it's gonna miss. I mean, unless it ties in with Mando, I don't know. I have faith, but maybe I'm giving a little too much.
With Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Do we get Ahsoka at the end of this, and that saves this entire season? If we get say Mandalorian comes March 1st, and right before Mandalorian is going to start, Ahsoka's there, then everyone's going to watch the Bad Batch the next week. They will, because you want to see what they do with it.
Well, they kind of hinted at her last week because Rex's friend, obviously he's talking about Ahsoka, so.
Could that be what Echo's doing too? Could that be where he is?
Yeah.
And that's how they bring this in, So
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a lot of these Bad Batch guys in live action. I think that'd be cool. Like seeing a live action Echo with all like modded up and crazy stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. Right now, it's not, like you said, it's not hitting, man. It's just this episode was like. It's filler again.
Yep.
9 episodes in, and we only got 3 episodes that were kind of meaningful.
It's feeling like Andor again to me. Too much filler, not enough action, not enough driving the story. When they did a good job before driving the story the last 2 episodes, and then they go back to put in neutral.
Yeah. Yeah. Man. I mean, I wasn't expecting another great episode, but I was expecting like an episode that actually was not a filler.
Just pushes
and
forward.
I was afraid. Yeah, I was afraid this was going to happen.
And then having Sid again, which I just don't even understand, be part of the episode instead of doing something else in the universe. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
They're relying on her too much. I think they're building up for a big letdown of her.
Yeah, like right now, like next week, when she doesn't show up. With that spaceship,
Yeah. Well, I think like I always thought like money was going to get tight eventually with her, and she was just going to give them up. Like, oh well, there's a reward for you guys, so I took it.
It's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
I can see it.
But I feel like the whole point of this whole episode was what they said that no matter what, we don't have to worry about anything because we'll always figure it out together.
Yeah.
The whole point of this episode was those words. So why couldn't you say that like in 5 minutes and then give us a little bit more of an episode?
Yeah. It was just especially with Omega being so annoying again. Like I kind of get it though, because like was it not Tech? Was it Tech? Yeah, Tech was so callous about it all. But he didn't understand. He's like, oh, well, he wasn't part of the group anyway, so it's fine. And then obviously that upset her. So I get that, why she had that attachment with Echo, because it was also kind of like her, where she wasn't part of the group. So if he's that easily replaced, then what about her? You know what I mean? So,
exactly.
So I got that, but I feel like I didn't need 30 minutes of that being the problem and then figuring out the solution. That's literally like one scene, 5 minute, kind of thing.
Exactly. Or if you're going to do that, if you're going to give us this episode, you give us 2. That's just what
exactly.
it is. You give us 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Because right now they're stuck. At least drop the second episode where they get out.
So you once again you drive the narrative. You get it going further. And right now we're not doing it. And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm blocked to this. Like literally, it's like a second thought. And I love this universe. I was so excited about the Bad Batch, but right now it's a second thought, and it is what it is.
Look up the release schedule for the rest, because it is gonna fall into Mandalorian. They have to drop some double episodes, right?
I don't.
That's why I was so surprised they didn't.
I don't think they do. So next week, Retrieval is next week, and then Metamorphosis is March 1st, and Outpost is March 8th. They're not doing any more 2-weekers. No, until the end. The Summit, the Summit and Plan 99 are the only ones on March 29th, 2023. That's it. So no more double
March
episodes. 20. Yeah. So it's gonna go 4 weeks into the Mandalorian, which by that time you might have lost everybody. So
yeah,
good luck with that.
That far into it. Yeah,
that's not a smart idea. But
I mean, because at this point, like the next one's Retrieval, which is the second part of episode 9. So 9 and 10 should have came out today. Metamorphosis, it sounds cool. I don't know what it's about.
Awesome.
The Outpost
sounds Metamorphosis is great, so it should have came out right before Mandalorian came out. So it brings you back in, so you have to come back the next week to come see what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I mean, Plan 99 sounds cool. Like it's kind of reminds me of like Order 66, but like flipped. Like something like
exactly
that.
What
that sounds cool. Yeah, that sounds cool.
But is anyone going to watch it? Is anyone going to be there available to watch it, or is everyone going to give up on it by then? So
yeah, I mean, you're going to be 4 weeks into the Mandalorian,
but just 4 weeks in. Xavier said right here, he said, I'm starting to lose my patience. If he's starting to lose his patience, and we care about the stuff, what do you think is happening to everybody else?
Yeah, like just the normies.
Even me, I love this universe. I'm starting to lose my patience too.
Well, shit. The hat I have on is the Black Spire Outpost. That's the Galaxy's Edge. So that's the in-universe thing at Disney. So yeah, man, I'm super big fan of Star Wars. So, but I like the Bad Batch. I like them as a group. It's a cool idea. These like misfit things, and I was like, man, it's just I don't know.
I these are the things that make me worry about Filoni. Stuff like this makes you worry about Filoni. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, that's also what happens when you're used to the cartoon kind of tempo. You know what I mean? Because his tempo in The Mandalorian is very different. Very, very different. But his tempo of this it reminds me of the Clone Wars. Because the Clone
took forever
Wars,
to get to stories, and then the whole first season you're like, what the hell? And then
first
slowly you start to love them,
Yeah. So that also took a while. So, but I'm still gonna check it out. But obviously, when the Mando comes out, it's definitely gonna
back
fall.
Burner. Yep. That's just what it is.
Yep.
It's the back burner, and we'll watch it when we want to watch. When we can't watch it.
Yeah. But
I'm just gonna tell you, Bad Batch might end up being starting March 1st. Might be all right. We'll talk March 8th, and we'll talk March 29th, and we'll just cover
up a couple episodes. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's just what it is. So
yeah.
Hope they catch our interest before then.
Yeah. I mean, we might maybe next, like in between. So once March 1st happens, obviously we're gonna talk Mandalorian. I think we got one more episode of Mayfair Witches. I think 2 maybe. So Mandalorian is gonna be our main focus on Thursdays. But the Bad Batch might be like, we might not talk about it once Mandalorian comes out until there's another good episode. I mean, then we'll just bunch everything together with the good episode. Is that the finale? Like, is the next good episode
the 29th? The 29th. Well, Metamorphosis sounds really good.
It sounds cool.
I'm hoping,
but I mean, it's a cool title, but we'll see. But I'm not gonna give up on it. I guess still gonna like check it out and watch it and keep up on it, but it is definitely not something I'm looking forward to anymore, which sucks. I really was.
And that says a lot because of who you are. Someone who loves the universe, and you're giving up on it, then that means a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anything else?
Nope, I'm done because I don't want to waste any more time on
it. Yeah, exactly. But if you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. If you're watching on replay, thank you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,000, so we really want to get that. That's our goal this year, which is not too bad, So appreciate everyone already subscribed. Appreciate everyone already in chat, hanging out with us the whole time. Xavier, said I won't give up on it yet, but I won't rush to watch it anymore. It's exactly how I feel.
That's exactly it.
Back burner stuff. So, so appreciate Xavier hanging out with us in here. But leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about this episode. But we are going to talk about something else.